made a video a couple of days ago called Sex and Science, which was just looking at whether knowledge could be gendered, or whether it made any sense at all to talk about knowledge having being assigned a particular gender. And it was really coming out of these ideas to do with feminist epistemology, and whether that was a valid idea or not. And I'll be honest, I just didn't understand it then, and I still don't fully understand it now. Although I'm starting to understand it a little bit better, not so much in terms of its original writing, but in terms of how metaphor and figurative language plays across it. One of the interesting comments that was made in relation to that video, and I'm guessing it was probably made half in jest, was this idea that that we have this term hard science. And I'm guessing that comment really was about erections and those kind of things. But I think there is a relationship to that, because certainly the little I do know about feminist epistemology and the critiques of it tend to focus on very particular claims. I haven't yet come across a claim in any of the feminist epistemology stuff I've read that says that, for example, 2 + 2 will never equal 4. It's not that kind of knowledge, I think, that's being questioned. There is still a strong sense that there are such things as objective facts. They're produced by very particular processes, which in turn may be viewed in certain ways according to metaphors associated with genders. But nevertheless, the knowledge itself exists in certain does have a status. So things like the boiling point of water at sea level, synthetic truths like 2 + 2 = 4, parallel lines never meet in Euclidean space. Those kind of truths are, I think, are kind of beyond feminist epistemology. And I think some of the critiques of feminist epistemology, which tries to suggest that it's just endless cultural postmodern relativism, are incorrect. Those claims aren't being made. The claims that are usually made are not to do with those kind of facts. They're much more to do with social facts. And social facts are always open to interpretation. They are theoretical in a most literal sense of that word, in a way that synthetic truths or the kind of truths that I've just mentioned perhaps aren't. The reason why I say this is perhaps relevant to that quote about hard science is because there is an additional set of metaphors to do with knowledge and truth claims and objectivity, which do use substance metaphors, substance qualities like hardness and softness, like fuzziness and boundedness, those kinds of terms. And certain truth claims like 2 + 2 = 4, water at sea level boils at 100 degrees C, yada yada yada. Those kind of truth claims are usually thought to be hard facts, and perhaps the result of hard scientific processes of hard science. And we use words that are associated with that, like we might say these truths are robust, or they're firm, or they're on firm foundations, or they form firm foundations for the kinds of inquiries, those kind of things. But social facts and social sciences more generally are not thought of as hard in that way. They're usually thought of as soft, and are sometimes referred to as the soft sciences. And so the facts that come out of that, the kind of Durkheimian social facts that come out of that, are similarly soft, perhaps fuzzy, perhaps slightly vaporous, perhaps not distanced in a way that the solid objects of hard science are distanced, like rocks that you put out in the world in front of you. Some of these soft, fuzzy facts of social sciences are quite often in touch with you. They perhaps even flow into your body and become part of your being in a strange kind of way. Or at least that's the way the set of metaphors around them kind of describe those facts. I think two things flow out of that. The first thing is to do with value. I don't know why exactly, but we value facts that we consider hard more than we value facts that we consider soft. We value sciences that we consider hard more than sciences we consider soft. We think sciences that produce hard facts are more fundamental, more basic, more central, more kind of axiomatic than those sciences we consider soft, and that feeds into this kind of value thing. And also we think of them, I guess through a process of metaphorical association, we think of them as more female, probably because of this hardness, softness thing. Maybe to do with erections, but maybe to do with other kinds of embodied properties of male and female activities. So even though it's not just women who carry out the social sciences, not just men who carry out the hard sciences, those sciences tend to accrue a set of metaphors around them which correlate to a particular set of gendered ideas to do with maleness and femaleness. I guess this leads into that Helen Cixous stuff that I talked about a while ago when she was talking about binaries. You know, we tend to associate a whole set of binaries: female, nurturing, softness, darkness, a whole bunch of left-handed stuff together, and we tend to associate the opposites: male, light, hardness, kind of instrumentality, as opposed to those other kinds of things. So I think there's a relationship to those things. I think it's just a demonstration that a lot of our thinking, unless we're really in control over it, creates these metaphorical associations and builds up from these metaphorical associations in ways which colour our values and colour our judgments, just organise knowledge in a rather odd way there, really.